and now I'm going to be picture taking pose.
Say hi. Welcome to the kitchen of chaos! Today we are making Dijon-Teriyaki chicken. And the best way to do chicken breasts is to use frozen chicken breasts. I've done it with fresh, I've done it with frozen, and it always works better if you use frozen. Probably all the chemicals and the biomechanical processes that they go through is probably what makes it so tender. But it always works better if you use frozen. So whenever you're making anything with chicken breast in it, get the frozen ones, because the abuse the chickens suffer makes it tender, apparently. So that's why I'm just thawing them out in a scrupulously clean sink in hot water right before I cook it. And see you in about a little while. Okay, one of the side dishes we're going to have today is roasted carrots. So we just got some baby carrots. We're going to put in some olive oil. About like that. And I guess I'll season them after I get them tossed. So let me see here. Alright. Just toss these around and get them kind of the oil, distribute it on them a little bit. I was going to do these in a pan with some onions, but I don't have very many onions today, so I'm going to just roast them today. So just on a sheet pan. Spread them out a bit. And we're going to do some no MSG seasoning salt. You just use salt and pepper and it's fine. And some lemon pepper. The lemon kind of brings out the sweetness of the carrots as they start to caramelize. Remember, that's quite a bit of carrots, so you don't be shy with the seasoning. Just kind of mix it around a little bit. And then we're going to put it in about a 425 oven for 30 or 40 minutes, depending on how long it takes to get them done. If they start to look brown on top, you can stir them around a little bit, put them back in. You want them just kind of fork tender. You don't want to have them really soft because they get kind of mushy and disgusting after they sit in with the heat. They kind of keep cooking after a while. And for the chicken, we are doing a Dijon-Teriyaki stuff. So this is kosher teriyaki sauce, and we're going to put some Dijon in it. Hold on a second. So this is some Dijon. You kind of just eyeball it. This looks like it would taste really weird, but it actually ends up being really, really good. And I made this with marinades, different teriyaki stuff. Yoshida's sauce is good with it, but I'm going to try this teriyaki stuff today. We'll mix that up and see how it looks. You don't want it to be too brown, because then there's too much sugar in it, so it starts to caramelize when you're cooking it with the chicken. So that's a little too much sauce. I got one more of these, so we'll put that in, and then we'll thin it out with the sauce until it looks good. Alright, so now I got another bottle of Dijon in here. It's kind of about what you want, but it's a lot of sauce that we're going to need. I'm cooking for about 30 people or so, so I'm going to put a little more teriyaki in there. And maybe a little more. Oh, that smells good. It's good teriyaki stuff. Lots of garlic in it, sesame seeds. So yeah, about like that. It doesn't really matter, just as long as you get a little bit of Dijon, a little bit of teriyaki, and then as it cooks, the Dijon, kind of the sharpness goes out of it, and it just leaves a really nice... those aren't cooked yet, but go ahead. So that's what's going to go on the chicken after we brown it. And we're going to make a raspberry, blackberry, balsamic reduction for the chocolate cake. So maybe we should get started on that. Those are Gold Dot Hollow Points.
Gold Dot Hollow Points.
Okay, so this is drained, washed and rinsed and drained raspberries. And these are some more. And yeah, put in about five of those. These are some blackberries. Don't want the tampon or the berry maxi pad or whatever. We're going to put in some honey, quite a bit of honey. And some black pepper. A couple grinds of black pepper and a lot of balsamic vinegar, and that'll give it kind of a tang, but it'll also get sweet as it reduces a little bit. So we'll see how that works. After that cooks down, you just want to leave it on high for a while till it starts to break those down, and we'll check on it periodically. The carrots are in the oven. And we need to get the potatoes on. Okay, so these are 10 pounds of red potatoes. I'm going to salt the water. People tell you not to do this because it makes the skins tough or something. I don't believe it. It helps to get the flavor down inside the potatoes better. But so those are going to boil, and then we'll mash them. This is the berries reducing. And we're heating up the grill for the chicken. So I usually do the chicken in separate pans, but I have so many today, I'm going to do the initial cooking on this thing and then put them into separate pans for the final bit. Alright, so I don't have any white or yellow onions today, so I'm going to use red. And that will go in the pans with the chicken, kind of caramelize and get nice and sweet. So if you have yellow or white onions, it's better for this because then it doesn't look kind of brown when you cook it. But this is just going to be fine. Red onions are really nice. I don't really think I would use anything else if it wasn't for the... It looks kind of weird sometimes. You just have to slice these semi-thin, about, you know, that thin, a quarter inch or so. I want them to disappear. Then they'll break up as you put them in the pan.